successful. Of course, you end up missing the 2 games with the flu or whatever illness. How do you feel like getting this win though brings you out of it and gets you back into a rhythm going back to Los Angeles?
Yeah, it was a must-win for us. We knew that. I lost a game for us in Philly. And then, me and Brian missed a game, and then I didn't play Cleveland. So, we consider this a successful trip. 500. The last game was always the toughest, because you going back home, been on the road for 11 days, can't wait to get back to your families and, back in your own bed, things like that. So, but this team's it's a good team. They got a lot of scoring. Donovich got high from 3. All their guys and shot the ball really well in the third quarter. So, but we just stayed resilient, kept fighting, and a must-win for us.
You were able to have a big scoring game even with fewer field goal attempts. LeBron was also able to go over 30. Do you think that could be a good model where you're able to be that efficient and still be aggressive, but other teammates are able to go too?
Yeah, in the first half, guys were feeling it. Austin, Pat hit some shots. Lonnie, Brian. So, we don't try to force feed anyone. Just let the game come to us. And, the third quarter, it was my time, kind of build the lead. And then, Brian down and, stretch in the fourth, myself, Dennis, Austin with a big 3. So we just sharing the basketball.
You took the ownership for the way the game ended in Philly, but Austin was certainly part of it. He missed free throw just like you did. Do you feel extra happy or extra good for him to see him make the clutch 3 today in the first chance to make up for the Philly game?
Yeah, it was a big shot. One thing about Austin, he loves taking the big shots. He hit big shots for us all season, and even last season as well. He's playing really well, doing the right things, and he's continuously getting better.
AD, kind of a mixed bag of close games for you on this trip. Obviously, the win in Milwaukee, the comeback in Philly, but then not able to score, and then maybe letting this one get a little close at the end. What do you take away from how you guys are performing in some of these close games, and where do you kind of see maybe sort of obvious things that can be
we're executing better in our close games, which we're able to get some wins. Like Milwaukee, Philly, we were kind of down, just fought back. I think we executed really well. Played with a lot of resiliency, toughness down the stretch in Philly. And when you use everything you got to fight back, then going to overtime, you got to be perfect again. You kind of just use all your gas. So I think that's kind of what happened. A lot of shots for short. And then tonight, like I say, when you're on the road, home team always want to make a run. We had some, even in the first half, they were making some tough shots. Third quarter, our guys are right there on bogey. Dennis, Pat, Austin, and he's shooting 3s while guys are right there because you're not trying to foul him, So, and he made them. So hats off to him. They're there. He gets paid the big bucks to make big shots, and he did that for him tonight. But as far as us, we just keep fighting, keep battling, and keep executing down the stretch.
Last two.
Eddie, how do you feel about coming off this road trip and then you go home and play the Celtics, the team that's best in the NBA?
Yeah, that's why it was a must-win for us to get this win, feeling good about ourselves going into, a big game back at home. So, we feel like we can beat anyone. We're playing really good defensively. Our offense is clicking. So we expect that to be a good game for us.
Last question.
I gotta go one more.
Okay.
Just your thoughts on Brittany Griner returning home.
Amazing. Been in Russia for as long as she was, inhumane living conditions. I think they showed the bed she was living in. And, when I first seen her, I didn't even know it was her because she cut her dreads. I don't know if it was voluntarily or what, but it's always good to have one of your own, back. Even though we get a chance to play this game and we live in this little box where we don't have a real insight. I don't want to say insight, but we don't have this reality because we live in this box of basketball where everything is going well. You kind of forget about everything outside, and that kind of just put us back into reality, knowing that we're blessed to do what we do every single day because there's people in this world, and our sister